I can't stop playing this game. It is taking over my life, and I am not at all upset about it. And because it's taken over my life, I figured I might as well let it take over my YouTube channel as well, which kind of gives me a free pass on playing it for that stupid amount of time. So naturally, just like most things on this channel, we're going to be doing a achievement-focused run on Tactician, which is the difficulty just under the hardest difficulty. We will still need to do a minimum of 3 playthroughs. This one, a Honor Mode playthrough, and a Dark Urge playthrough as the Dark Urge character. The only reason we're choosing to do Tactician and not any of the lower difficulties is simply because, one, there's an achievement for it. I don't know if it will retroactively unlock if you complete Honor Mode, but in Honor Mode, we're also going to have a lot harder time getting the achievements that we want because we will only have one save. But since we don't have only one save, we will be utilizing and abusing save scumming, which is essentially just quick saving the game and quick reloading anytime I don't get what I want. So is it a little bit cheesy? Yes. Obviously, absolutely. It is definitely not the most honorable way to go through the game. However, that's exactly what we have Honor Mode for, and we are simply just not ready for that. So I'm going to do what I need to do to get as many achievements as I possibly can. Honor be damned. So that's our main objective. Our main long-term objective is to obviously complete the game, get all the achievements. We're playing this on Steam, if you care to know. For our smaller short-term goals for this video specifically, I've got a little list of things I would like to achieve. So first up, we have a get us as a follower. I want to kill the sacrifices in Shadowheart's room while unarmed to test an achievement, because there is an achievement to get an unarmed kill on a character. I don't really know what that means, so I'm just going to test it, and if it doesn't work, we'll try it somewhere else where we know it works. We need to make sure that we pick up all of the Nautiloid tanks. That includes the one in Shadowheart's room, as well as adding Shadowheart to the party. So we'll collect the remaining Nautiloid tanks during the main fight, take out Commander Zhalk for an achievement, a guaranteed achievement, and collect the Everburn blade from his dead body, which will be a huge, massive upgrade / buff to the beginning of this game. It'll make the beginning of this game much easier. Not for a substantial amount of time, but, you know, a good hour or two, definitely. And then once we've done all that, we'll land gracefully on the Ravaged Beach, collecting as many things as we possibly can along the way. And that's basically the outlook for the video. That's all the things that I want to accomplish. So on to probably one of the most important things in the game, our character creation. Today we're going to be going with an Origin custom character, going Dragonborn for race, strictly because it looks cool. I don't care about anything else. I know it would be more beneficial to get another race instead, but I really just like the Dragonborn, so that's what we're doing. Sub-race, we're doing Silver Dragonborn, and I'm hoping to pair the cold damage or frost damage or whatever it is with some of Shadowheart's stuff later on after we respec her. That's a whole different thing. We'll get to that eventually. That's like a medium-term goal. This is going to kind of pair in with her class as a cleric. Speaking of class, we're going with Paladin. I really like the Paladin class because it's a nice mix of offensive melee and offensive spellcasting. So that's kind of why I'm choosing it. Another great reason for choosing Paladin is our weapon proficiencies are in both simple and martial weapons. So basically, we can use any weapon in the game. It does not matter. Armor, light, medium, and heavy armor, as well as shields. So any armor in the game we can wear. Now for our subclass, we're going Oath of Vengeance. I have considered and am still considering just straight up going for an Oathbreaker build, but I'm not 100% sure I want to do that just yet. I think maybe we'll wait until Act 2-ish, if that's still on the table. For background, I went Acolyte. I think my other option was Soldier, and our ability points, probably one of my biggest downfalls in the few hours that I have played the game off camera is not maximizing my potential in ability points. So because we're Paladin, we're going to go with a pretty fat strength build, 16 strength, completely tank our dexterity at 8, which is the lowest we can go. Constitution for our health is going to be mid-range at 14. Intelligence, I'm tanking that as well. I don't really feel like I need it based on what I have already played. Wisdom, there's a lot of wisdom saves, and we have proficiency in wisdom saving throws, so that is going up to 12. On top of all that, wisdom also does influence some pretty frequent skill checks, such as perception and survival. Nothing crazy, but just, you know, a little bonus. And then charisma, since that is our spellcasting ability, as well as being used for a heavy amount of dialogue checks throughout the game. And since this is going to be our main character, we're going to keep that at 16. Now that I think about it, there's not really a whole lot of offensive spells that don't rely on attack rolls. Instead, like all the smites and stuff, those kind of all are calculated in attack rolls, if I'm understanding that correctly. So charisma's not that crazy for paladins, but just before we can proceed, we need to create a name for this character, and honestly, it's really easy. For our guardian, I haven't encountered this character in the game yet. I don't really know how important it is, so I'm just gonna go drow because I don't know that there are any other drow origin characters. I don't know, I like to mix and match, just like there's like no other paladin characters yet, or dragonborns. This opening cutscene, by the way, well, kind of opening cutscene since we already had one, might be one of the best cutscenes that has ever been in a video game. It is just awesome. One thing that does confuse me about the stuff that's going on in the story, we kind of know from dialogue that this place that's getting attacked right now is Baldur's Gate, but then we also go to a like snowy mountainous landscape, which I assume is a different planet, a different plane, something, I don't know. It might even be one of the hells, or one of the whatever. Yeah, one of the hell locations. And then we definitely go to Avernus, and then I guess we end up after we get back from Avernus, like, really close to Baldur's Gate? I don't know. It just seems like Baldur's Gate is a very specific location to appear twice. So I don't know. I guess maybe that didn't confuse anybody else, but it confused me. Damn, her ass cheeks are just like out. I never noticed that before. Yeah, so here we are in Avernus, like literally dimensions away from Baldur's Gate, and somehow we end up exactly back there. So there were some issues with weather last night. We got a pretty nasty storm, and it came across pretty heavily on the audio tracks. Basically what I'm saying is this video had to be re-recorded. There we go. Now we're playing.
Oh, my
Oh, that's off. Damn, that's one thing I forgot to do. I forgot to change the voice. So we're going to be running through everything again, and in this first room, we're just going to be looting everything. We need to make sure that we pick up this cartilaginous chest, because we will be using that during the big fight at the end of the Nautiloid section. I think that's pretty much everything in this room. None of the Mind Flayer pods do anything. They just kind of give you a dialogue. The nursery also doesn't do anything. It's basically just a way to take free damage, which is not something I need to do. We'll hit up this Mind Flayer laying on the ground, and then ignore everything else in the room. All right, so in our second room, we've got a couple things to do. First up, we are going to grab Us as a follower. To do that, we are going to talk to this guy sitting in the chair, or what we think is the guy sitting in the chair. It's like me when I'm trying to go to sleep. Just fucking twitching.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
On the first, several playthroughs, I just straight up destroyed this thing, because I didn't know it was useful at all. And I think, honestly, that's the biggest appeal to this game. I could just completely play it differently than somebody else.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the Mind Flayers who abducted you.
So I don't really understand this part, because we're going to save the Intellect Devourer from this guy's head, but since they are kind of a minion of the Mind Flayers, I don't really know why they help us, unless it's the fact that, oh, you know what? Actually, I do know what it is. It's the fact that Us, the Intellect Devourer, thinks that we're a thrall.
Remove us from this body, from this case. Free us, please.
Yeah, all right. We'll do a strength, because we got a +3 to our strength bonus on a DC 10. We'll do a quick save. Maybe the first of many save scums, and it looks like it will in fact be. Like I said, we are going to be using that as often as we need to get everything that we need taken care of to earn our achievements, because that is the whole point of this run through. Hold on, here it comes. There it is. Oh, no. Yeah, let me reach in here.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
So that's really only useful, crippling it, if you want to attack the other Intellect Devourer on the ship, but there's only one, so it doesn't really matter. Basically, if we do attack that Intellect Devourer later on that is on the ship, then Us will turn against us, if that makes any sense. But I'm just not gonna attack the other Intellect Devourer on the ship, and just let Us be fully fleshed out and not lobotomized.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed. To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
I think we're going to the helm. Are you guys picking up on that? I think that's where we're going. Ah, he doesn't have anything on him. Okay, let's just loot everything in this room before we leave. The reason for that is every item, I believe, could be wrong, costs a minimum or is valued at a minimum of 1 coin. So whenever we need to trade at shops later on, we will have some starting cash. Now that Us is out of his newborn phase and he does have 10 more HP, we'll move on and meet Lae'zel. We like her, but she's fucking mean to us.
This is your end.
I'm not really sure why she thinks we're a thrall when she knows that she's not a thrall.
Rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh, my head. What is this? Skvar, you are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive. First,
Yo, these imps look nothing like they do in RuneScape. Like, RuneScape imps are kind of cute. These are fucking gross looking.
A
As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
I think that's why this game is so great, because if you don't have us in your party, that dialogue doesn't exist. There's just so many options on how you end up having this game delivered to your eyes and ears. I love it. Wow, Us has a 100% chance to hit on this imp here. It's a 6. It's not ideal. Let's hit this first imp that's closest to us. And then I guess I can use my bonus on this last guy in my turn, and Mist can not come up and attack him because I'm slightly too far away. So I'll cancel Lae'zel's turn. I'll just move her to the side a little bit without provoking, and then maybe I have enough movement. I still don't have enough movement. Okay, so let's get here. And then I'll just use my Ice Breath. Frost Breath. Close enough. Nice miss. I like it. Let's just shoot an arrow at him. Should be enough. He only needs one. And the fight's over.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle.
Why, thank you, Lae'zel.
Now, to the helm.
You're starting to sound like us now. Say helm 4 more times. Before we move on, we'll just loot all the bodies and reallocate some weapons that we find. Right, so before I forget later, let's just give my guy a light crossbow. It may be beneficial to give Lae'zel a light crossbow, and it looks like yes, it increases her max hit by 2. And Shadowheart's room. She's going to interrupt us every 5 seconds. So one of the things I talked about at the beginning of the video where I wanted to test an achievement in Shadowheart's room, the achievement that I wanted to test was the unarmed strike one. I think it's called Fists of Fury, and basically you can just walk up to any of these sacrifice cultists. Let's take off the ranged weapon as well. You can just melee them without anything in your hand, and when you kill them, then you, 1, gain XP, which is always good, so we could get a little bit closer to leveling up, and you get an achievement. But since we had already run through this entire section yesterday while it was storming, I do already have the achievement, but I will go ahead and kill both these guys anyway, just to get that little bit of extra XP. That's really the only point. Then we'll turn around, loot a backpack, and also loot this Nautiloid tank. That's going to help us out here in a little bit during the big fight. And remember that Intellect Devourer I was talking about earlier, that if we attack, us will attack us. This is him right here. So we just need to make sure that we don't attack him head on through this sphincter. Reminds me of playing Halo 3 back in the day. I feel like I should have Cortana taking over my mind right now. I don't think I need to interact with any of this stuff here, so I'm just going to open up this second cartilaginous chest and pick it up. And then on this dead thrall, we should find the Eldritch rune, which will help us add Shadowheart to the party. Before we do that, let's head over to this little desk area. And then I think... Oh, you know what? I forgot to loot the cultists. Now that everything is looted, let's get Shadowheart out.
The console appears dormant. The console hums to life.
I don't think I actually need to make the Arcana roll. I think it impacts anything.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. A parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Ah, it sounds so good. It sounds so good when she says it. She should be the only person ever that's allowed to say authority. DC 2, they really want you to make sure Shadowheart's in your party.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gift with you.
Yeah, so Shadowheart's Shadowheart's a little bit racist.
Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
I still have yet to, on my personal playthrough, find out why that is.
Shadowheart. One moment.
Let me grab my stuff. I brought my toy with me today. It's like when you go to a restaurant, like a sit-down restaurant, as a little kid, and you don't want to be bored while you're waiting for the food. It's like you bring your little Hot Wheels with you. That's what that's like. I'm not gonna pressure her.
Let us make for the helm. We've wasted enough time already.
She's right. Leader.
Yeah, Lae'zel a little grumpy. She always is, though. Getting XP left and right. Alright, so this is basically where most of the rest of the video is going to take place, is in the next room. So I want to make sure that we are fully prepared before we go in there.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Yes, ma'am.
Who put you in charge?
Alright, never mind.
I'll trust my own judgment.
Cane yank.
Just like, we don't need to fight about it. I mean, you guys just met each other. Come on. I'm going to quick save now because we're going to start getting prepared for this big old fight against Commander Zhalk. Okay, so let's enable turn-based mode. And from here, we're just going to do a couple things to maximize damage output. So let's unprepare Healing Word. We want to prepare Bless. I really would like Command. I do only have 2 spell slots, and I do plan on using them in this fight on Bless and Command. But while we're in preparation mode, we'll go ahead and cast Bless on Mist, Shadowheart, and Lae'zel. I would cast it on Us because he's going to be doing a lot of melee damage, but I think using it on Shadowheart instead is a little better because that command spell is going to be slightly more useful. I mean, I definitely asked her to get out this weapon, but alright, I guess her bow's on fire. That's fine. That's honestly how she'll probably do damage anyway, so I guess that's not a big deal. But yeah, basically, we're just going to dip everybody's weapon in fire. I believe the fiends or the Cambions are resistant to fire, but I don't think that the imps or hellbores are. I could be wrong, but if they're resistant, like, oh no, you know, they'll still take the same amount of melee damage, so I'm not really worried about that. Now that we have everybody's blessed, everybody's weapons are dipped, I'm going to quick save again because I don't want this cutscene to go off, but I do want to get past this little middle part of the room. Okay, now that we're kind of in this area, I have heard that taking these 2 cartilaginous chests and blocking this little tunnel here will stop the 2 Cambions that spawn about halfway through the fight, well, about a third of the way through the fight. It will prevent them not from spawning, but from actually getting to the rest of the fight, rest of the battle. So I'm going to try my damnedest to kind of block this area with them, if that's possible. And then now I wonder, can I... It's saying I can't reach this destination, so I'm guessing that these are in a fine space, like they're blocking the path. Let's put it like there. How about that? Still can't reach the destination. Okay, I think that's good enough. And then from here, let's quick save again. And then we're going to exit turn-based mode and start this big fight. God, it's so nasty. It's just like fucking ate the back of his skull. These imps sound like the Jetsons car. That's what we want. See that sword? See that sword by his feet? That's what we want.
The nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Connect the nerves. Nerves. We will connect them.
Why do I like this thing? It's so gross.
Impact is imminent.
Okay. Yeah, fight time. Big fight time. Here we go. Climax of the episode. Now, one of the mistakes I want to correct from the Thunderstorm playthrough, I would like to actually kill all the enemies in this room because I want as much XP as possible. The other thing I want to correct is I want to loot as many bodies as possible. So on my way to the most current short-term goal is to get to these Nautiloid tanks. I'm going to loot all these bodies kind of on the way there. You know, take care of the imps, take care of the hellbores, and then we'll make it to Commander Zhalk. So that's kind of the short-term plan. Long-term plan, kill Commander Zhalk, take his sword, take his money, take anything else I can from him, kill the remaining enemies on the ship, and then get off the ship. So it looks like it's Lae'zel's turn first. I think I'm going to spend her turn going towards these Nautiloid tanks here. And because of that, I want to melee this... Nope, not melee. Since I'm going to have not enough movement to melee this lesser imp, I don't want to get into its threatened range so that I have disadvantage on ranged attacks. So I'm going to need to shoot at it before I get close to it. So we'll do that, hit a 7, it's already down, 10 XP across the board, and then we will collect as many bodies on the way to those tanks. I'm comfortable with that. Let's end the turn. See see what the Mind Flayer can do. He's going to be one of our biggest teammates in this. It is Us's turn now. I think I'm just going to have him take care of the Hellbore mostly and then cut his way up to Commander Zhalk as quick as possible, since he can't actually pick up any of the Nautiloid tanks. And since he's only melee, he won't be able to mess with this imp over here. And also he can't loot anybody, so he can't really do a whole lot. And as long as this doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity, let's jump over the Hellbore and keep making our way to Zhalk. I'll have one of the other two teammates clean him up. Now, funny enough, I would like Shadowheart to use ranged here instead of going for the Hellbore, because Mist does not have very good range, and she has much better range. Wasn't great, but that's fine. Let's jump over the fire, loot the Intellect Devourer, hopefully away from the Hellbore, so that we can keep moving towards this outside here. So I guess she'll take care of this imp on the next turn using ranged or melee, doesn't matter. But I think I'm okay with that being her turn. See what the Hellbore does. He attacks us. Yeah, so he's not even resistant to fire, which is wild, because he looks like he's a little volcano. But yeah, I think we're just good doing a main hand attack on him. And then we'll make our way to the Nautiloid tank in that direction. Nice miss. I like it. All right, Lae'zel's turn once again. Let's loot, not getting anything. But even a crossbow, light crossbow, check it out. That's 30 gold, you know, sold to the right vendor. So I'm definitely happy with that. Let's get her to these two Nautiloid tanks, or as close as we can get her. I keep forgetting to use jump to get extra distance. That is my fault. I should be using that. I normally do. I don't know what's wrong with me. All right, let's see what the Mind Flayer can do. Nice, a 16. I don't think he's still stunned. Now, Us can either hit this imp or he can start attacking Commander Zhalk. So I think that's what I'll have him do. I think I'll have him... What is going on here? No, that's not at all what I want you to do. Why in any world would that make sense? Can we stop doing that? Path is interrupted by what? What are you interrupted from? Let's move, I guess, an inch. And then we'll try this again. What am I interrupted from? Dude, no. I'm not interrupted. Where am I interrupted, dude? You wasted my turn here. Huh? All right. So I guess I'm not going to make it to Zhalk. No, I can. Okay, all right. I guess I can. It's letting me do it now. Strange. Anyway, use a claw attack against Zhalk. I do hit for a 2. Not bad. Shadowheart. Okay, let's collect this imp. Let's shoot at this imp and kill him. Then you're going to jump down here. Grab this Nautiloid tank and loot this Death Thrall. Now for Mist, I could use a ranged attack for 0 to 5 damage. I don't really think it's worth it. I think I should just use dash and jump to... Well, we'll dash first a little bit. Loot this body, then we'll jump up. I can't reach. What is happening in this area that I can't jump places? Anyway, I'm going to jump here and then just get right up next to Commander Zhalk. And that will be my turn. Right, Lae'zel's turn once again. Let's pick up the Nautiloid tanks. Let's jump to here, and then she might actually be able to attack at this point. What are the difference between bleed and gaping wounds? Attacks against this creature deal an additional 2 piercing damage. Removed by healing. Okay, what is bleed? Bleeding takes 2 slashing damage at the start of each turn and has disadvantage on Constitution saving throws. Could also use off balance. The affected entity has disadvantage on strength, dexterity checks, and attack rolls against it have advantage. Okay, so if I did that, the Mind Flayer's attack roll would have advantage, but only, it would then become not off balance anymore, which is fine because I'm guessing the Mind Flayer can hit harder than anybody, and I have seen him miss before, so I could also save it. Let's save it, because I think actually the not provoking attack of opportunity may be more important, and we can use Lacerate to give him the bleed effect if I had enough movement, which I didn't realize I didn't have. So we'll do that. Yep, so that was the Mind Blast. If I would have used Rush Attack, it wouldn't have happened. He wouldn't have missed. All right, Us is really easy. even though he misses. All right, Shadowheart. Okay, this is a fairly important turn. And the reason it's a fairly important turn is because the command spell is the only other one of her spell slots that she can use. And I would use it to use the drop command on his weapon there so that hopefully he does less damage to the Mind Flayer, because the longer the Mind Flayer stays alive, the longer he goes without attacking the rest of the party. Now, obviously, it's only a, 55 to hit? Yeah, it's only a 55 to hit, so that's not great. However, I don't think I really have a choice, and we will use drop on Commander Zhalk. Weapon dropped. Great. Don't even have to do anything. Awesome. So hopefully he does less damage with each of his attacks. And my character, should be able to pick that up. Or Lae'zel, one of the two. All right, Shadowheart, you are going to jump up here. Loot the Lesser Imp with a crossbow, nice. Loot the Mind Flayer for the Onyx. Loot this Lesser Imp. And then I want to make sure that I don't go past this area right here, because right now we don't have any enemies spawned up here, and I would like to keep it that way. Oh, it would be a steal. Interesting. It wouldn't be just a pickup. It would be a steal. Okay, well, she's not going to have enough movement to do that. That's fine. Well, she's going to play as a ranged character, so I think she'll just stay kind of where she is. We'll just move the Nautiloid tank. I guess we'll just move him to Lae'zel? No, we'll move him to Mist. We'll move all the Nautiloid tanks to Mist because he's on top of Commander Zhalk right now, and we will just end Shadowheart's turn. Okay, well, here is hoping that I can pick up this Everburn Blade without him attacking me, and I'm guessing that's going to use an action to pick that up. Oh, no, why, what am I talking about? It didn't use an action to pick up anything else, so what am I talking about? It will use an action to equip it, though. However, it is a lot more damage straight up than the Warhammer, even without the fire damage, which the Commander Zhalk is resistant to, so I think I will spend a turn to equip that, maybe? Yes, I'm gonna do it, because now I can use Divine Sense. I was gonna use Pommel Strike, but then I realized it gives him dazed if I hit. Well, it gives him the chance to be dazed if I hit, and I would like to use that later to maybe disengage from him when I'm ready to blow up those Nautiloid tanks. So I think that is Mist turn. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. You're hitting sixes now. You're nothing, dude. You're nothing without that sword. I'm sorry, Lae'zel, but I'm going to have to ignore you because it does not matter. So I am going to use the rush attack to throw him off balance. I think I'll bank on dazing him to get everybody away from him before I blow the tanks, because she also has that ability, so I'll have 2 attempts at it. Ooh, that's not nice, though. I mean, either way, it's going to be a 50% to hit, which sucks. But, oh well, let's try it. Hit a 2, he saved on the rush attack. Not amazing, I'm cool with it. I am going to save the Pommel Strike and end the turn. Again, not going to do that. What does stunned do? I am interested to see what that means. Can't move or take actions, bonus actions, or reactions. Okay, does that also mean that I have advantage against him now? It does. Why is that not mentioned? Interesting. Wild. Okay, I'm cool with that though. Us's turn, once again, very easy. And he missed, even with advantage. All right, gonna end that turn. Now I've heard some trash talk about Sacred Flame, but I've also heard that it can be better than what it says. Apparently it has a high, whoa, maybe they fixed it, I don't know, but apparently it has a higher chance to hit than it leads you to believe. But still, ranged is, wow, 100% chance to hit. That's kind of wild. And it's a cantrip? It's a cantrip. Maybe I'll just do that since it's a for sure hit. I'm wondering if it has anything to do with the fact that it's radiant damage. Who knows? I don't. End turn. Alright, so Mist is up. We get to use his sword, the Everburn Blade. First up, I'm going to use Inquisitor's Might to give me an additional 3 points of radiant damage. And it can also daze, apparently. But it will also mean that when I use Lacerate, I have a 9 to 22 on my damage rolls. So it could be pretty damn nice. I had a critical hit, 17 slashing, 2 fire, and 3 radiant damage. Wow. That's pretty damn good, to be honest. And it was a critical hit. Yeah, so it hit max, right? How does that work? So I rolled a 20. Okay, so I rolled a 26. My damage roll was 14. Oh, I rolled 4d6 slashing because it was a critical hit. And then plus 3 to strength because of my strength. Okay, that makes sense. And then this was just this was 2d4 fire. And I rolled a 1 on each, right? No, I rolled a 4, but he's resistant. Okay, all right. You know, hey, I'm learning. That's what this is about. We got to learn before we can do honor mode and turn. Oh, and he's still stunned. Nice. He doesn't even take a turn, and it looks like those other Cambions have spawned in now, and they are behind my chest, so I don't think they're getting through, but they do have an ability called Fly, and maybe that will do something I don't like. I guess there's really not a reason not to use Lacerate since I have it. All right, let's use Lacerate then. See if he bleeds again. He is. We'll end the turn. We'll just not use her bonus action. We might be able to get him without the fucking tanks. Oh, critical hit from us. Good turn. Is this still 100? It's not still 100. Interesting. Okay. I don't understand how that went from a 40% to 100% and then back to a 40. Excuse me, quick editor's note here. I found out the reason why Sacred Flame showed a 100% chance to hit on that previous turn of Shadowhearts. The reason was because Commander Zhalk was stunned, which means he automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws, which is actually kind of funny that it showed a 100% chance to hit because it's a dex-based saving throw, when technically, I guess, there is a rumor that Sacred Flame shows that it's a dex save, but it is actually the spellcasting ability save, which for Shadowheart being a cleric would be wisdom. So even though it did hit, I don't think that it had to. And I really wish that it kind of didn't, because then we'd be able to somewhat prove that. But let's use Piercing Shot, because it has the same accuracy. And possibly that'll give him gaping wounds. It does. Oh, we can do the same thing again. We can use our main hand attack and possibly get that nice big damage drop again. And you know what? I'm gonna save right now because I'm gonna start using the pommel strikes, because I don't know that we're gonna need to use the Nautiloid tanks, which is kind of interesting because I don't know what the Mind Flayer is gonna do if he's also not dead. This will be interesting. Okay, so pommel strike. Maybe he's dazed. He's not, because I missed. I missed. Yeah, that adds up. And then we'll just do a main hand. And he also misses. That really sucks. Okay. He's just punching. He's just standing there beating ass. Oh, okay. They're attacking the chest and they can't get by? Yeah. All right, that's what I like to see. Okay, Lae'zel, pommel strike. He's dazed, and he loses the dexterity bonus to his armor, so possibly I can be a little bit more accurate on my hit. Let's try it, and no dice. Oh, critical miss, come on. How is he? Nobody's hitting. Except us. Us is hitting. He had a 5. Shadowheart's been hitting. I'm gonna keep using the Sacred Flame because I've heard that it is, it shows that it's less accurate than it really is. Okay, cool. I hit a 7. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. And he missed again. Come on, dude. Get your eyes checked. Here we go. Look at these two idiots fighting chess. All right, Lae'zel's turn. Let's just keep whacking him. I don't really want to get too far down on my turns remaining here. There we go. There's an 11. That's something, you know? And us misses. Let's use Sacred Flame once again. It's hitting again. 4. And we'll use main hand attack again. Can I use this? Is he resistant to cold? I'm guessing he is, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay. So max, that's doing 6 damage. When this does minimum 6, and it did 12. Nice. All right, he's real hurt now. He's at 17.
Your spine is mine.
I wonder what happens if I kill the Mind Flayer. Do I get XP for that? Well, hold on, let me look. I'm gonna Google this. Interesting. Okay, so that may change what to do here. I don't know if he becomes an enemy. Let's start. Yeah. Let's start doing that. I'm gonna start laying these bitches down. Oh, can I just stack them? That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, we'll just stack them all around Commander Zhalk, I guess. I guess we could put him around the Mind Flayer. Yeah, let's do that. And Mind Flayer is actually pretty weak too, so we may not even need to worry about him too much, but let's just focus on Commander Zhalk for the time being. And once again, a miss. Wow, he's got 3 health. He's got a really small amount of health. All right, let's see what us can do here. Nice. 75 XP. Now this guy's my enemy. Got it. Yeah, because it does provoke attack of opportunity. So maybe I still won't use the tanks because he's only got 31 health. Yeah, I don't really want him to hit for a high amount, even on us. It can't be that bad of a provoke opportunity, can it? Oh, 15? That's not horrible. He's good. He'll be healed up by the time he gets to Act 2 or whatever. Let's just get him away from that. I do still need him to survive, so. Oh, what would this be like? Let's see, if I daze him, this could be really good. Damn, he saved on it. Fuck. Alright, well, she's not going to provoke anyway, so it's fine if she runs away. She's still not far enough, I can tell you that. Let's just use a main hand. Yeah, we'll use a main hand. Hit him for a 14. He's got 11 hit points left. Ooh, I really want to get away from these barrels. Like, real bad. Let's go this way. See if this does anything. I'm still not going to be that far. And it'll be Lae'zel's turn before his turn. Okay, I'm cool with that.
The gate's turned on us. Get to the transponder.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. Here's hoping that she hits at least an 11. Because if she doesn't, somebody's going to get hit pretty hard. Okay, she hit a 6. Not the worst thing in the world, but I don't love it. Let's just get her away. Okay, well, I'm not excited to see who he picks. And it's me. And he hit a 14. Okay. Alright, well. Alright, Nautiloid tanks are out of the question. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah, damn, he can't reach there. Are you sure, though? Man, if he can't reach, there's really no point in him going over there, is there? Maybe I can get Shadowheart to do something here. High defense, main hand. Could also blow the tanks and see what happens. Let's do a ranged attack. Damn. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, let's move her a little bit away then. All right, let's get us away then too, because I may have a backup plan here, and it may involve killing the main character. Oh, there he goes. Damn. I was wondering when he was going to figure that out.
Stop the intruders! They must not escape!
Oof. Okay. Yeah, now we're fighting 2 enemies. Here's what I'm going to do. Is this going to blow this up? I don't think it'll blow it up, will it? Ooh, I got to try something. Not going to lie, this is not looking great for us. Didn't realize those guys are going to fly over those chests. All right, well, I guess Lae'zel's only option is to shoot the Mind Flayer, because we can at least salvage the run from here. I mean, oh man, it's not looking amazing. And she missed. Okay, I should have blown him. Should have blown the goddamn things. Well, remember that save point I had put out, like, right after I put down the tanks? That's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna get away from them. We're gonna put the tanks down and we're gonna actually blow them this time, because I would like to get rid of both of these guys instead of just letting them do their thing. So let's see, are these guys in full play yet? Have they started attacking these chests? They have not. Okay, so we're still good there. As my character, I'm going to start dropping these around these two, so all the Nautiloid tanks are out and about. So what I'm going to do here with Shadowheart is I'm going to cancel this end turn, because I am going to have her move. I'm just going to have her move now and not have to deal with it, because as long as she's in range to hit a spell, which she should be, then she'll be fine. But I want her out of this range immediately. That way I don't have to worry about her later. So she's good. All right, now I can daze whenever. So essentially, as soon as this guy is dazed, I need to get away from him. Let's try the pommel strike, because that is going to give us a slightly higher chance to hit, assuming we don't miss, which we did. It's going to give us a higher chance to hit on this attack, but we already missed, so it's not really helpful. And he was dazed. He was dazed from Inquisitor's Might, right? Yes. Awesome. That is fucking perfect. Let's get my guy out of here. Start making his way to this safe little area. We are going to now just let everybody hit him and then run away. All right, these guys are still attacking chest. And funny enough, I do want him to do some more damage to the Mind Flayer. The closer they are in HP, the better. He should be dazed. Is he no longer dazed?
Editor's note here, the daze from Inquisitors might only last 1 turn.
He's no longer dazed, apparently. So if I try to get away, that's going to provoke attack of opportunity. That's a little bit garbage. I don't like that. Let's see if we can daze him. We can. Awesome. Let's hit him with this. Main hand. Yes. Nice. He's at 44 health. And we'll just run this way. The reason I'm not running up here is because, I don't want to spawn all these enemies. Nice. He's got 28 health. He's done, dude. He's so done. And hopefully the Mind Flayer is too. I think I'll still just go with Commander Zhalk here. I still missed. Damn. That sucks. But let's get us out of here. Nice and distanced. I think he's good. Let's move Mist first. Probably should have jumped, but it's fine. I think we're out of range. The reason I am moving him first is so that I can have Shadowheart set everything off. Obviously, we're going to quick save before we do this, because I'm not a complete moron. And we have a 100% chance to hit on the Nautiloid tank. Very, very nice. They're both dead. I wonder how much damage they took. Oh, is it going to be wild? Oh, wow. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Q Phil. Wow, 75 XP for each of those guys. I would like to somehow kill these two up here, but I think I would get my ass torn asunder. The only thing I don't know what to do about is how the hell am I going to loot these bodies? Well, I can at least move Shadowheart up. Everything's kind of blocked by fire, so she can't really go anywhere from here, but at least she's away from the other Cambions. There's still a few guys up here. I think there's like 2 imps and a Hellboar again. I may just run through the fire to loot. I may not even need to, though, is the thing. Let's use dash. I might as well. It looks like I'm going to hit a little bit of fire, but I'm going to try it anyway. Yep, and we got an amethyst. I'm cool with that. And I think I'll just stay in this spot exactly. Don't fly. Don't fly. He flew. Oh, an 8 on Lae'zel. Not gonna lie, that sucks. What is dash? Dash is an action. If I drink a potion, it's a bonus. I believe it does remove burning. Okay, this is a possible tactic here. Let's use dash on Lae'zel. Let's go up and... Oh man, if we get hit for a 4, because I think we can get hit for a 4 walking through this fire. That'll be bad, but let's loot Commander Zhalk. Damn, I knew it was gonna fucking happen. Of course it does, right? Of course it does. Let's also dash with us. I'm just gonna run everybody through the fire. I think it's honestly safer than sticking around. Let's have her pick up some stuff here.
Worth taking.
Cue the cutscene. Or at least a short one. Grab all the little goodies here. Salute these 2 guys. Since we are technically already burning, it doesn't matter if we go back into the fire. Got a pearl. Nice. I like. Can I get the Cambion up here? Probably going to provoke attack of opportunity, so let's go here. And then I'm going to have Shadowheart drink a health potion to get rid of her burning, even though she's still on the fire. Okay, and then Mist, he's pretty obvious what he needs to do. Let's go over here and help Lae'zel, and then I'm guessing he's going to take some fire damage, maybe. He's full health, so I'm fine with him just jumping for it. Getting as far as he can. Wow, he really got up there. Okay. That doesn't provoke? All right, I'll do it. I'll take it. You need to drink a health potion or second wind or something. All right, let's save the health potion. There's a 10. That's nice. All right, cool. Oh, I never looted Zhalk. Hey, some scale mail. That might be useful for my character, possibly. She's taking fire damage again. That's not good. Wow, she has a lot of movement. Why did she have a lot of movement? Oh, please don't catch up with us, dude. Oh, man, fly and then dash is brutal. But at least that means they're not going to attack. Lae'zel, you are going to main hand right here. Great. Perfect. Loot the imp for the hatchet. Not bad. Let's loot this Intellect Devourer. Take all, and she'll do a little healthy health. What I'm going to do, since she has full health now, I'm going to stick her right in between these 2 enemies here. The reason for that, maybe if one of them leaves my area of attack, I will provoke attack of opportunity. So probably not, but it's possible. Right, let's jump with us, and hopefully he can make it all the way up here. Man, he is just out of reach of everybody. Man, that blows. I mean, I guess we'll get him up here. Man, he can't, he hasn't really done anything recently. Let's get Shadowheart out of the fire. We'll have her drink her potion, and then let's stick with a ranged attack. I'm thinking on the lesser imp, because it does mean that I could possibly take him out, and I don't. Let's switch to melee, and then we'll kind of start getting up in close. Hellboar's going to take a hit at Lae'zel, because of course, why wouldn't he? Time for Mist. He is going to use a healing potion, because he is hot. And then we'll do an attack on this guy, because his turn's up next.
Q down.
Nice, perfect. Let's loot him. Nothing. And then we'll move around, and I think I can go up here without touching the transponder. So I'm just going to get as close as I can without touching them so that we can get this last kill here for the XP. Please dash. No, don't fly. Please dash. All right, a 1's cool. I'm cool with a 1. Please dash. Oh, man, he's close. Oh, 7. That Hellboar cannot go towards us, because if he does, he's going to hit more than a 3. All right, it's Lae'zel's turn. I think all we have is a main hand. And I miss? Are you kidding me? What the fuck? What the fuck? How the fuck did I miss? God damn it. All right, end turn. All right, Us's turn to finally be able to hit something. Hit a 6, not bad. Shadowheart, you only have to hit a 4. But hopefully this just hits a 4. And it doesn't. End turn, don't go for the miss, please. Thank you. Yeah, missed on Lae'zel. That sounds, alright, questionable. Alright, let's hit the Hellboar. I'm gonna hit, 100%. I got 3 XP for it. That was not worth it. That was not worth it. Let's hit the transponder and get out of here. I have 3 health.
The Helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
can't see us standing there? Like, we're brothers, my dude. You may be a fire dragon, but damn, I mean, still dragon. Yeah, flick it. What's up, man? Pretty sure I killed you in an explosion. Oh.
As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull. The chaos of the crash site confuses the landscape. You'll need to find a settlement or landmark, and you'll need to do it quickly. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Hey, 5 XP. Look at that, we got to level up as well. I think we'll do that in the next episode, but we have began our journey through Act 1, Baldur's Gate 3, on the beach, magically with 9 more health than we just had. Explain that.